All right, let's get ready to start here in a second. Just getting things spun up, and we should be ready to go here in just a few. All right, I think we're ready to get started. And let's take a look here at what's going on today. So we are continuing the work from yesterday. Basically, what we were doing was fixing something in the combo box so that it would show currently selected values. We got that working. And what we want to start on tonight is implementing a subform, so where you can create new objects or new records inline from the combo box without having to navigate somewhere else. All right, and currently, so if we type something that exists, it finds it, right? If we type something that doesn't exist, it says no results found. So the first step we want to do is to change that to say add new ... All right, so let's go see where that is. Let's see where we have no results found here. No results found. All right, that's right there. Now, I believe I have code in here from before when I started playing with it. Yeah, and I was using Livewire to do that initially, and yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, but I just need to figure it out exactly how it's going to be implemented. So let's see here. Instead of no results found, let's uncheck this and see what happens. All right, I need to go to this project and change back to use the local development of this package. Star at dev. And now there's a quick composer. I'll probably have to delete the one. CD vendor, actually, RMRF. There we go. And we'll do a composer update. Right. Let that run there for a second. All right, it made the symlink. Very good. Now let's go here and take a look what happens. Refresh this page. Add AS. Perfect. Now this is not clickable. Is there a difference how that's displayed? Let's take a look here. It's a div. If we look for one that exists, it has wire click on it. Right, okay, so we need to change. There we go. Do it there to there. All right, now it should give us a hover and a pointer. See what that does. And it does. Perfect. All right. Very good. And show create form. Let's see if I still have a remnant in there of that. And I click on it. All right. And so we get our first error. Oh, bummer. Oh, there we go. View not found. So show create form. Let's see what that's trying to pull up here. Create form is visible. All right. And if create form is visible, create form view is not set here. So let's go back. And I think we'll have to go to the other project and look here. Yeah, I don't have create form view set. All right, so the form we want to set is, I believe, partials forms, create task. There we go. All right. Create form view, partials.forms.create task. Now let's see what happens. Let's refresh that. Blah, blah, blah. And we get another error. View not found. Did I mistype that? Partials forms create task. Partials.forms.create dash task. That's correct. Create form view. Create form view. Okay, that's right. I'm just going to copy this over just to make sure I didn't do a typo. Yep, that was right. And at the bottom, show create form. Create form is visible. Okay, so that's going to now be in the view, in the Livewire combo box view. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so if create form is visible, include create form view. Let's just die and dump this out to see what's being passed here. Nothing is being passed. All right, so is that not a public property? Create form view, yes. Let's see what it is here. Empty. We are in the create form here. All right. Hang on just 1 second. I'm going to be right back. Just a second. All right, sorry about that. I had to take my sweater off. The office is getting really hot at the end of the day with all the computers running. All right, so it's not being passed in, which is odd. We're in the task create view. Oh, it's probably from a different, let's see. It might be running multiple times on different things. No, it's on the repository one. Create form view is empty. Was ist los? Hmm. That's correct. Create form view is not being recognized. Let me empty the browser cache here. Let's try this again. No. It's clearly hitting this because of the dump. But it's not passing this in. Okay, this is being called, okay, this is a two-stage process, which can get confusing. So this, I need to look at this here first. Create. See, I'll bet you if we go to combobox here, create form view is there. Create form. Okay, so it's an inconsistency. And if we go to the other one, create form. There we go. Good. So that worked. So let's type. And okay, what was the error now? No error? Is it just a dump? No, that's okay. We're on the right track. This is a DD and it's starting to render the form out. Let's see, where did we put that DD? Let's take the dump out. And it's probably here somewhere. Yeah, right there. All right. Let's try this again. Asda. All right, now we got an exception. Let's take a look at what went wrong. Undefined variable research log. So this is because the form, the create form on this, if we go to forms, create task, that has these variables that it expects. So we need to pass those in. Okay, let's see. We don't, well, we might not have a research log ID here. So let's do this. Or null. Let's save that. Try again. Okay. Task types. So really what we need here is a view composer that automatically inserts these task types and priorities. Oh, but I am selecting the wrong view to start with. We're not creating a task, we're creating a repository. So let's make a new one. New file, create repository.blade.php, and we'll go to repositories, get the create form. There, paste that, save that. There are no variables in here. That's correct. All right. So let's go back and change what we're doing here. We don't want create task, we want create repository. Save that. Check out our updated form here. There we go. It's rendering out the form. Right. So now we need to have this properly render out the fields in a subform. So here's the question. Do we include the form tag as well? We can't because it would be a nested form. And I believe nested forms are not legal HTML, not valid HTML. HTML5 nested forms. All right. All right. Yeah, just like I thought. So what we're going to want to do is in a Livewire component, I believe we can work without a form in a Livewire component. Okay, give me just a second here to take a look at a few things. I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. I just had to check some notifications just to make sure it wasn't any kind of emergency. All right. So with a live wire component, how are we going to handle that? Let's take a look. Oopsie, live. There. Docs. And I think this is the part I got stuck on when I was working on it last time and had these comments in here already. Oops, where was it? Resources, views. Should be this one. Or is it this one? Oh, here it is. All right. Show create form. Right. So we have the form showing. We need to style it properly. Oh, right. That was it. The styling wasn't applying. So let's take a look. See, form input is not applying. So this is not applying CSS after the fact. Where is it? Here. Oh, it's getting the wrong. Let me take a look at the form. Let's take a look at the form here. Right, because there's no form tag around it, it is not getting the proper rendering. So we need to do form framework tailwind and form. Let's take a look what that did. There we go. All right, very good. Now we need to format it as a subform here. So we want to put in div, and here we'll put in like the, actually, no, this isn't a div, this is a, why does it escape me? Label group. Oh, trying to think of what the name is for that component. HTML5 form group. What's that called? Field set. Right. So field set, field set, legend, and the legend is going to be the name of the object, which is, I think we resolved that somewhere in here. I thought I had title resolved here somewhere. Or was that in a different component? Maybe that was in a different project. Must have been. Ah, yes. Okay, so that was actually over in this other project where is it? Livewire there, here. I think this had title in it. Right. And let's take a look at the oh, I just passed it in. Okay. So I guess we'll pass this in. Would the label work for this? Yes. Let's see what that does. Okay, great. Add new. All right, now we want to class equals border gray 500 rounded. Should we do border 3? Let's see what that looks like. Rounded large. It's not showing anything on the field set. Border is 0. Why is border 0? Border radius. Border width. There we go. I need to do border and border 3. But that's just border. Oh, the border 3 probably doesn't exist. I need to do border 4. There. All right, so now let's make this a lot lighter. Good, that's good. I'm liking that. And let's put a margin top on that. Top 8. Actually, margin Y. 8 is too much for the top. Let's do 4. Margin bottom 8. Great, that looks pretty good. I'm liking that. Now, we want to remove the save from the form here. And let's actually put this here. And we'll put the save and we're going to class button primary. There, let's see what that does. Oh, submit. There we go. Perfect. We should also have a cancel button here. And I'm going to make this outlined. Button outlined. And let's add button cancel class button secondary button link. Okay, and we'll put this in a div inline. Use flex for that. Perfect. Now, if we hit cancel, we want the form to go away and this to clear out. So wire click equals cancel form. All right, so that means we need to add, where to go? Here. Public function cancel form void. And now we just set this back to false. And we set search also back to empty. There, let's see what that does. Didn't do anything. Okay, that was there before. Oh, I need to set this to false. Did it empty? Aha, it did empty it. All right, so I think we're on the right track here. Perfect. And well, it would be nice if we could refocus that. That is a secondary issue. Let's worry about user experience after we got the functionality in place. And we'll do that another time. So to move on with the functionality, I'm thinking I want to make this border blue kind of stand out, like the focused blue here. Border. Let's try that. Perfect. Now, I guess, yeah, I guess the issue with that is that it looks like a focused field now, and we don't want that. Yeah, it's too similar. What other color would fit here? I don't want to go nuts. I want to stay kind of muted and a standard color. Let's see, customizing colors. Let's see what colors they have here. All right. The brown, no. The orange, not really. The pink, no. The purple, I don't know. I'm looking at the 200 column. Do. What to do? Yeah, maybe gray two. Maybe gray 200. Let's just go back to that. I think before we had gray 500. Green. Well, coming back to the blue. Let's do blue 400. Let's make it darker so it's not readily confused with the focus shadow. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And we want to make that bold. It's not styling it bold. Can we not style the field set to be bold? Can we not? Why not? Oh, maybe I need to style the legend. Oh, okay, we're getting too hung up on styling. Let's not worry about that right now. All right. Next step is obviously submitting this thing. All right. Let's see. Laravel live wire submit form. Form method post. Okay. I've done this before, but it's just escaping my mind right now. Yeah, but we're not using Vue. We're using Livewire. All right. All right. We don't want a submit button. We want a normal button. And we want to not to submit this form, just to trigger a wire click here. Wire click. So the problem is, how do we get all the data? Right. If you have known data, that's fine, but we don't have known data. This dot form dot notification destinations. Okay. This dot form new Spark form. What is a Spark form? Okay. Let's see. Oh, see, I'm not using Spark. Okay. So what we need to do, right? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it here for the night, do some research, and let's work on this over the weekend some more. We made good progress. We got some things working that weren't before. We got the subform to show up. We got all this. We got the cancel button to work. Styling here is working. All we need to do now is submit via Livewire and select it in the repository dropdown. And I think, yeah, that's not too much more work. It's just getting over that little bump of figuring out how to submit via Livewire. And I know I've done it elsewhere. I just have to do some research and look it up again and track that down. All right, and so until next time, thank you again very much for watching. I know I don't have all the stuff with Twitter and all that, but come back soon, and I'm gonna try to start streaming on a regular basis, hopefully every weekday in the evenings with this kind of stuff. Anyway, thanks very much. See you soon.